How cruel this mother is. Who gave his daughter poison for 18 years? My daughter seems to have noticed something wrong when she grows up. Because when I was browsing through the things my mother bought, discovered the capsules I often take, the patient's line actually wrote the mother's name. This caused Claire's first confusion. When his mother gives him medication at night, he didn't take it immediately, but rather asked mother. But his mother didn't give him a direct answer. Claire then used a homemade telescopic rod, gently removed the medicine bottle from the cabinet. At this point, the label on it has been changed to its own name. He tore open the outer label. The following is actually the name of another drug, but the drug's function is already unclear. To figure out what exactly this medicine does, taking advantage of the stillness of the night, come downstairs, turn on the computer and start searching. Unexpectedly, the network will suddenly interrupt in the next second. What he doesn't know is, all of this has long been known to my mother. At this moment, he was staring straight at him in the opposite room. This day, taking advantage of my mother's absence, Claire called the pharmacy. The customer service on the other end of the phone told him the name of the medicine. This is a red pill for treating heart disease, but what I often eat is green. Obviously, there is a problem with the drug name. Claire collapsed instantly, unable to toss and turn around. Still haven't received any useful clues, but he didn't give up. This day, Claire and her mother go to the movies. When the movie is halfway through, he used an excuse to go out to the bathroom, continue to rotate the wheelchair, quickly crossing the road, come to a pharmacy across the street, hurry to inquire about the efficacy of the pills in the doctor's hand. But upon hearing the doctor's answer, Claire was shocked. Mother, taking medicine for my daughter for 18 years, it's actually poison, the doctor said. This medicine is not for human consumption at all. It's a muscle relaxant for animals. Once the human body ingests a large amount, can cause quadriplegia. My daughter never dreamed of it. It was his mother who caused his legs to be paralyzed. This news is like a bolt from the blue. Make Claire find it difficult to accept for a while. Asthma also attacks accordingly. At this moment, my mother suddenly broke into the pharmacy, after dispersing the guests in the store. When there is no one around, a needle tube knocked Claire unconscious. After Claire wakes up, it's already the second day. He was locked in the room. I want to turn the door handle and leave. Discovering that the door was already locked, even the key cannot be opened. My mother also tied the door from outside with a wooden stick. Claire fixed her gaze on the window, suddenly came up with a brilliant idea. Next, Claire, bring the tools. Take another sip of water in your mouth. Climbing out of the window with difficulty. When I climbed to my mother's window, he aimed the electric soldering iron at the glass and let it sit for a few seconds. Then he sprayed the water out of his mouth. Instantaneous rupture of glass. Then take out the sheets and cover them on top, to prevent being punctured by glass. So smoothly crawled in. But soon his asthma flared up again. Fortunately, Claire returned to the room in time, quickly found the potion from the drawer. Then he wanted to go downstairs. But I found out that the elevator had already been damaged by my mother. But it's also hard for Claire. She gritted her teeth. Gruy fell off my head, and as a result, I was injured and bled. And what's unexpected is that his feet haven't been taking medication lately, unexpectedly starting to feel consciousness. Claire just left not long ago, after encountering a delivery truck. Want to get a ride out of here as soon as possible. So he told the other party all about his mother's cruel behavior. However, what he doesn't know is, at this moment, my mother is on her way home. Mother's sweet words bewitched the postman. Express. Claire forgot to take her medicine. Unclear consciousness. Gibberish. But the postman still insisted on sending Claire to the police station, and even brought him into the car. Just as he was about to close the car door, mother took out a needle unexpectedly, knock him unconscious. The girl wakes up from sleep, discovered being imprisoned in the basement. He wants to escape, but the wheelchair is securely chained here. Retrieve childhood photos. The girl's frightened discovery. He's not like his mother said. It's a congenital disability. In addition, I also found many admission notices from prestigious schools. The reason why the mother doesn't let her daughter take the email. Unexpectedly, I deliberately didn't want my daughter to go to school. Then something even more terrifying was discovered inside the box. A woman who's been with him for 18 years day and night. It's not his biological mother. Originally, the mother's own child died 2 hours after birth, and he's just a child stolen by his mother. Just as she was crying bitterly, mother walked in, looking at the scattered newspapers on the ground. I suddenly understood that the matter was exposed, but he still tried his best to defend himself. But Claire remained unmoved. Mom, why don't you just take out the needle? I need to inject medication into my daughter's body again. In haste. Claire, immediately take out your pesticide and drink it. Claire understands that his sick mother is just trying to control him. I will never let myself die. Sure enough, my mother still sent him to the hospital for gastric lavage. After Claire stabilizes, he offered to take him home for rest, but the doctor cited Claire's suicidal tendencies as evidence. Refused this request. Can only be discharged after being evaluated by a psychologist. Looking at Claire's mother lying in bed, she didn't give up. So I wanted to forcibly take him away. Mother pulled out Claire's breathing tube, forcibly pushed him out of the emergency room. Along the way, Claire kept asking passersby for help with her eyes, but no one noticed his abnormality. Fortunately, the nurse carefully discovered Claire's disappearance without any reason. I saw the paper he left behind again. Immediately understand that he is in danger. Call the police immediately for help. The police will arrive soon. And after my mother found herself surrounded, immediately raise a gun to resist, but was hit on the shoulder by the police. I fell straight down the stairs. Claire watched this scene. In my heart, there are 5 mixed flavors. After all, the other party still raised him for 18 years. In the blink of an eye, 7 years later, after continuous rehabilitation training, Claire's legs are gradually recovering, already able to support walking. During these 7 years, he often visits his mother in prison. Share your current situation with the other party happily. But he didn't reconcile with his mother. I saw them unobstructed, spit out a bag of green medicine in a second. It's the same as what his mother gave.